We're on Kaya.
Yeah.
Kaya. Okay, so basically, this tea. Have you had the tea from Halal Shawarma?
No, I haven't.
But tea from Halal Shawarma is good.
Okay. You got me excited now.
Yeah, so the reason I ordered this is because lack of time. Normally, on the pod, we would order the old Philly, F-I-double-L-I.
We would.
But they take about 45 to an hour.
Perfect tea takes time.
Yeah, exactly. It's true. But unfortunately, time is not what we have.
Yep.
We're in Ramadan. We're doing quick episodes. We've got to get it in. And we've got a halal shawarma around the corner.
Okay.
And
where are these guys?
Okay. In, just there where the food shops are.
Okay.
So anyway, I said to my missus the other day, she was out and about in the old wagon. And I said to her, just grab me some, I fancy some carrot, just grab me some carrot tea from somewhere. So she comes back, this is before I'm done. She comes back with carrot tea from, oh bro, it's going to spill. Oh no, we got to...
Take your time. Don't rush this.
No, but this is a situation we have. I'm going to have to...
Is it spill already?
I'm going to jump off mic for this for a second.
Yeah, go for it. Sometimes the packaging is just like, it's too good, isn't it? They package it too well, or maybe not enough. I ain't seen it yet. But sometimes I'll get a tea, it's like so well wrapped that the only way to get it open is like just aggressively punch it to a pulp, basically. Yeah?
It's just like in this styrofoam.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Right, there you go. Just grab that, and then you're gonna have to untangle it yourself.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, give me one crazy task here. All right. No pressure, just next to tons of equipment. Yeah. Electrical equipment all around me.
Yeah, with that's like falling apart in front of our very eyes. Okay, so anyway, as we open it, I'll let you know. Yeah. So I said to her, just grab me some carrot tea because I fancy some. And so she comes back with carrot tea from Halal Shawarma.
Okay.
I thought, what on earth is this? Yeah. I was gonna say,
take it back.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you know what? Being disrespected is one thing, but in my own home
with Karak tea,
with Karak tea, this is a new level. But it turned out to be really good, bro. So then I was actually saying to some of the brothers, like, have you had Karak tea from Halal Shawarma? And like Jabran, that, and he's like, yeah, bro, it's really good, and it actually genuinely is decent tea, bro. Like considering it's a shawarma spot, if you couldn't tell by the name,
gave it away, didn't it?
Yeah. Bro, this mic is... I think it's time for you mic arms. Considering it's a shawarma spot, not known for their tea, it's really good tea.
Yeah.
Although what I've ordered just now is the cardamom version of the carrot tea, so I haven't tried this one. Okay, do you want some scissors?
Mate, do you know what? Actually, I've managed to crack it here.
You don't, yeah?
Yeah, just about. Okay.
So yeah, bro, so that's
okay, well, story behind I'll give you a little review because the smell's already hit me.
Has it?
Yeah, which is a
Is it cardamom-y?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good.
Bismillah.
I'm going to get scissors.
Okay. That is cardamom, isn't it?
How is it?
I like it, man.
Fine.
Yeah, I like it.
If you didn't like it, it'd be fine if you didn't like it because I haven't ordered the cardamom version one. Yeah. This is the first time.
It's good. If you like cardamom, it's good. Yeah. And I do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I'm homebaric. I like it, man.
If you like cardamom, that's like saying, do you like extra money in your bank account?
You know what I mean? If you don't like cardamom, why don't you get the hell out?
Yeah, exactly. It's not just convenient, it's great, right? Both the money in the bank account and the cardamom.
Exactly.
So
I'm watching that steam rise towards you right now.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, I went to Spinneys the other day, and we were out of cardamom pods.
Typical.
You know what I mean? This mic is really going to bug me. I'm going to try and not even move it at all. Okay. So we were out of cardamom pods. I go to Spinneys to grab some, and it said 4 dirhams for a packet of cardamom pods. I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. I don't know how much cardamom pods cost. Yeah. That sounded about right. Yeah, so it sounded about right. So I got the bag, and then when she scanned it, my whole shop, I only picked up a few bits and bobs, and my whole shop came up to 85 dirhams. So I was like, that doesn't sound right. And then I saw the cardamom pods. I paid 30 dirhams for the packet, which is like £6-7 for a packet of cardamom pods. Sounds expensive. I don't know if that is.
That's Spinneys prices. Man.
Is it? And then I came home and I said to my missus, I was like, I just paid 30 dirhams for cardamom pods. And she was like, that is ridiculous. So it is turns out it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I did it. And so that's annoying.
Yeah, cardamon's not that expensive, man. Recently we thought we were buying saffron, yeah? Okay. My wife went to...
Saffron is expensive.
Yeah. You heard of Kabayal?
Yeah.
A very good shop here. Yeah. She saw what she thought was saffron in like a little jar thing. Okay. And it was like 11 dirhams for this like quite big jar. Okay. And she thought, wow, what a deal. We got home and it turns out it's safflower.
Oh,
right? And I Googled it. Classic mistake, isn't it? And I Googled what's the difference and stuff. They're very similar to the point where you can use one to replace the other.
Fine.
But it's just much more cheap, basically.
Right.
But it tasted fine. It tasted like saffron.
Would you like a pair of scissors, by the way?
You know what? I'm all right with this, man.
Fine,
I'm not going to take this off in case it drips on me.
Right, okay. So saffron, that sounds very similar to when I recently purchased vanilla essence. Okay. So I wanted to buy some vanilla essence for a cookie ingredient. Yeah, I know. Masculine.
Oh yeah, I saw it on your story actually.
Oh, did you? And then it was like really expensive for vanilla. It was either for vanilla or vanilla essence or something.
Yeah.
And then you could buy basically. I bought a similar thing. I guess it's just like the fake version, and it's 1 dirham 65.
Is that the little liquid?
Yeah, but the other little liquid is like I don't know, like £20 or something.
Probably just different quality in it. But you can also get like the actual vanilla pod. You seen them?
Oh, really?
Like
no,
it's like a little brown pod.
Okay.
And you can scrape out the vanilla, but I think it's a bit overkill. I think that's very expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think the little liquid thing is fine.
Yeah, I'm not here trying to go on MasterChef.
No, you're not, are you?
Although if I did,
yeah, if they came for you,
yeah,
say?
No,
you bet for that, yeah.
Yeah, I would say to them, listen, you're not ready for the cookie recipe. Yeah, man, it's been good. So, but anyway, we're here. Finally, we've managed to make a Ramadan episode happen. 2 lads drinking some Karak tea.
Yep.
Ready to talk about Ramadan.
Alhamdulillah. How's Ramadan been?
It's been good. How's yours been? Mine's been different this year.
Yeah, you know what? I started off the month ill.
You did,
which wasn't ideal.
No.
Alhamdulillah. But then, yeah, I guess it's become a normal Ramadan for me, which is like I've been focusing trying to get sleep right, because if your sleep ain't right, you can really struggle with Taraweeh and stuff.
That's correct.
So I've been trying to make sure my sleep is good. Alhamdulillah, it's been pretty good. MashaAllah. And yeah, alhamdulillah, everything's been good. Yeah.
Yeah. How about, what's your routine like? Go on, break it down for me.
So the weekend, we've only gone through 1 week, so it's still
fine.
Kind of figuring it out.
It's buffering.
The weekend. So I'll start with a weekday, because the schools here, they've changed the timing. My daughter's school, they've made it 8 a.m. till 12:45. So it's a much shorter day. I think it's like 2 hours less. Okay. Maybe even 3 hours less. Yeah. So that gives us more of a bit of a line in the morning, which helps. But it also means I kind of got, in the middle of the day, either me or my wife got to go and get my daughter in the middle of the day.
Right.
So what's kind of been happening is I'm still kind of working a little bit late. I'll go and do the school run, come back, nap a little bit, do a bit of work, and then either, depending on how the day is going, either me or my missus will go and get my daughter, and I'll come back and continue work until.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Time. So that's the weekday.
Nice.
Kind of sorted out. Yeah.
So you're working basically between the hours of.
I'd say like
11
just before Dhuhr until iftar, with like some gaps in between, and then after Taraweeh as well.
How much work do you think you're getting in a day? You
know what? It's not that different to before Ramadan.
Really?
It's okay. Hours wise, I haven't counted the hours, but it's.
You don't count the days. You make the days count.
There you go. But yeah, I haven't noticed like a mad dip in like time spent.
Okay.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I'm happy with the routine so far.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. I'm working a lot less. Like maybe I'm getting like a lot of heads down work done between the hours of 2 and 6, and then I'm getting some work in the morning as well, depending on if I'm napping or not. I'm tending to nap in the morning, but I'm trying to change that now because it's so unproductive to nap. So I'm trying to actually. Here in Dubai, you can actually have a full night's sleep and still do Taraweeh and still do Qiyam, right? Yeah. Like if you wake up a little bit before Fajr and do your Qiyam or Tahajjud and you sleep straight after Taraweeh, you can get about 6 hours between then, solid sleep. And I think 6 hours is good for Ramadan, right? Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is get 6 hours sleep and then stay up for the day so I can work more because I'm struggling a bit, like I'm catching up on things. So yeah. But outside of work, surprisingly, the food thing has not been difficult this year for me for the first time. But
why is that?
I think it's because from August till like November, I went through that phase of cleaning up my diet completely because of the asthma stuff. And so I was eating a lot less and my body kind of got used to it. From December, I started traveling. I went to Malaysia, then I went to London, then I went to Kuwait. And so my diet fell off again.
Yeah.
But I think like I was kind of used to the less food.
Yeah.
But so I'm not struggling as much with the food, but I am struggling with the energy, like the rest and the energy. That's why I want to get good night's sleep.
How you doing with hydration though? 'Cause I feel hydration is much more important than food.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I've never like been bad with drinking water, so I guess like there's never been a Ramadan where I've felt like, oh gosh, like I'm not hydrated. Yeah.
Well, do you get like headaches and stuff during the day?
No, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. That means you're doing well hydrated. Because a lot of people are like, my headaches are really bad. They'll say like the hunger's fine, the thirst is fine, but the headache is like the worst thing.
Okay.
But that just means it's actually water.
Yeah.
You're not hydrating properly. If you were, you wouldn't get a headache. So a lot of people don't do that properly.
How are you hydrating? It sounds like you're doing it with some intent.
I try to. So
Be intentional about it.
Yeah, the mistake I used to make is like at suhoor time I'll just down loads of water, but it doesn't really work. Okay. Like flooding your body with tons of water, like just like all in one go, doesn't get absorbed as well. So you have to be quite intentional after, like during iftar, after iftar, throughout Tarawih as well. Have a little bottle of water with you, drink it, and then when it comes to suhoor time, you just like you're not crazily like drinking it down. You just know you can just sip a little bit and you've had enough basically. Okay. So it's also intentional, like early in the night.
Early doors.
Yeah, early doors. You're right, I think. Alhamdulillah.
Fine, nice. Okay, that's good tips.
How's your suhoor been? I know you're a big suhoor guy. Like,
I am.
In terms of a big meal.
I am a big suhoor guy, Kaya.
We're opposites on this, you know. Very, very opposite.
I know, that surprised me. Even Bilal, when I speak to him, I was like, what did you do for suhoor? He was like, just water and... are you water and dates?
You know what? I start water and dates. I go just to water.
Yeah, he's on just water as well.
Last night, alhamdulillah, for the first time, I made, is it nabid? Where you put the dates in the water for a few hours, let it soak.
Yeah.
I had that for suhoor time as well. It's nice. Yeah. You've
shredded some pounds in Ramadan though. I noticed the other day when I saw you, but I think that's because you're not doing suhoor, but then also you're still exercising. I am both doing suhoor and not exercising.
Yeah. Well, what helped me is because I was ill before, like a few days before. I also like stopped eating. When I'm ill, I lose weight.
Okay.
So that kind of helped also. But alhamdulillah, I'm still doing football like once a week.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. I noticed that. Bro, I'm going to pause the podcast and switch out the mics because your boy's getting frustrated.
Okay.
Yeah?
Do what you do, man.
The mic arm's broken. So what's really interesting is that I think I normally have that mic arm, so I never struggle.
If you want, I'll take that because I don't mind holding it. I do it intentionally.
We're going to switch out the mics, bro. Okay. You're going to be holding the mic, by the way.
Okay, that's fine.
That's lazim. All right, guys, we've done what you call in the podcast industry a live mic switch.
Switcheroo.
Yeah,
I'll call it switcheroo.
It's an LMS, not a learning management system, but a live mic switch.
Correct.
And this is actually Kai's first time with a handheld mic. So, Kai, how are you feeling with the handheld mic?
I'm feeling oddly empowered right now. Yeah. I'm feeling like I could interview anyone about anything.
By the way, do you feel like there's much more space now?
Yeah, this actually could be the way forward.
I think while we're in the studio, there's
so much space for activities.
There is, yeah. We might have to do it like this. Because those mic stands, I think they're at the end of the end of the days.
Yeah, and they're putting you into your tether, aren't they?
They were. Do you know what, bro? I was getting a bit wound up.
Yeah. I recall my eye. I'll try not to make eye contact.
Yeah. You were there trying to talk about suhoor.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm getting more and more aggressive actually at the mic. But guess what? Now I'm relaxed. I can tell you about my
You look relaxed.
Bro, I'll tell you about my suhoor. That's how relaxed I am.
Go on.
So basically, you will recall last year we did Fresh Ground episode and I told you about my suhoor routine. For those who don't remember,
should I try to remember what you made?
Go on.
It was some sort of omelette, wasn't it?
It was an omelette. Give me the ingredients.
Yeah. Did you post this recently on Instagram? You did, didn't you? Okay. I was thinking
Indeed.
It's onions.
That's correct.
Tomatoes.
No.
Damn. Onions. Peppers.
No. I'll give you a clue. Onion was the only solid ingredient. The rest were powders.
Garlic powder.
No.
Garam masala.
No.
What did you put in omelette, man?
Stop, Kaya. Please stop.
Stop. I'm behind.
You're embarrassing us.
Go on.
It was half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of coriander.
Okay.
Half a teaspoon of chili powder.
Okay. Chili powder is what I was trying to get to. Yeah.
Yeah. Then onions and salt. Chuck that in an omelette. Anyway, so I did that on the first day, and then I've stopped doing that, and I've been really bad. So my goal this year was to have a healthy Ramadan, and it's just gone out the window. Yeah, I ordered today a copper kettle.
I love copper kettle biryani.
No, I ordered I ordered the keema and the chicken. Do you know what I really fancied? Like a really Pakistani dish
Right.
with like roti and stuff like that. And so I ordered it, but I actually was going to order Nayab Handi, and I regret not ordering Nayab Handi now because
Shout out to them guys.
yeah, they do a really good Lahori fish.
Okay.
But they didn't have keema on their talabat, so I ended up going for copper kettle because I fancy keema.
Okay. I ordered the keema from Copper Kettle also about 3 days ago.
Okay.
I have had better keemas. No, wait, I had the keema naan, not just keema. I had keema naan.
Okay. Copper kettle do some really great food.
Their biryani is fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've not had their biryani.
It's very mild.
Okay,
So if you don't want something too spicy, too much, it's very like mellow.
Fine. Nice.
I enjoyed it.
But to be fair, I tried to order from Muhammad Iqbal at first.
Okay, yep.
But they're not available. I'm too far out for them to be on Talabat.
Yeah, same on it.
I know that
Okay, you checked.
because I checked
That's
today.
jokes.
Yeah, I put your address in.
That's so funny. Because I remember you recommended me them ages ago.
Yeah.
I checked when I got home that day and it wasn't
Yeah,
available.
it's not in there. And then after yours, I checked Dubai Hills Mall and it was available.
Yeah, because they're closed down. They're in Barsha, aren't they?
Yeah. So then I put an order in on. So then I messaged them on WhatsApp. I wasn't gonna just give up because they weren't available on Talabat.
Yeah.
I put an order in on WhatsApp, and then the guy goes to me, "Look, it's not going to get you for iftar time. So why don't you put it on in Talabat?" I said, "Bro, you're not on Talabat on my area." He said, "Do Deliveroo." I said, "You're not on Deliveroo," and I just left it. Put an order in Nayab Handi. Was about to click purchase, but then I was like, "No, I do fancy some keema."
Okay.
Went over to Copper Kettle.
Okay.
The point of the story is that I'm probably going to back the rest of that for sahur.
Okay.
Yeah, so my sahurs are not healthy.
Fairs.
Yeah, my sahurs are not healthy right now.
Yeah.
I'm backing like whatever I've been having for iftar and stuff like that, and like whatever's in the fridge. It's not been good.
Yeah, I've never been able to like get a meal down me for suhoor, like a big meal for suhoor. I can't do it.
Yeah, I always can.
Even when I was young and fasting and stuff, like we're talking over 10 years ago, I could never just sit down and have a meal at that time. Had to always be dates maximum.
Yeah, that's odd. I wish I could do that.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, I used to be the kind of guy who would like, if I was up late, and I used to be quite late, I would have a curry at like 1 a.m. If I've been up.
Yeah.
If I've just woken up from sleep, I don't want any breakfast like for a while.
Yeah, I think that's normal. I think most people are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, alhamdulillah, water's last 3 or 4 nights just been last 2 nights just been having water, and then the nabeed last night to get a little bit of date flavoring in there.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, it's been fine.
That's a sunnah, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do want to do that. I do want to wake up and just have dates and water for sahur. Sam does that, dates and water for sahur.
Yeah.
So it seems like all of the greats do it.
Yeah.
And I can't do it, but I want to try it one day and then, consistently keep doing it, because I feel like obviously my stomach will just get used to it. But I just get scared. Like, I just think, I've got half an hour. Like, I'm not going to eat all day. Let me just get a munch in.
I feel that way about water. Like, sometimes it'll be like a couple of minutes left. I'm like, I haven't had enough, have I? And I'll get like, I'll just start
So
down.
are you just like going to toilet like from Fajr till Dhuhr?
Well, no, there's a thing. So, again, another complaint I get, because So
Yeah, as the
official complaint guy. No,
as the official advisor of water usage in Ramadan.
Hydration guy,
Yeah.
water boy. No, my younger brother like recently started practicing like a few years ago. So alhamdulillah. So he's going through like Ramadan. Not this is his first Ramadan, but he'll like his first few Ramadans.
Right.
So he'll say to me like, getting up to go to the toilet in the middle of the night is like being an issue for him.
Oh,
again, if you
classic.
Yeah, if you start the water intake at iftar
Classic
time,
younger brother complaint.
Yeah, roll the eyes. But if you start the water intake at iftar time, that also gets rid of that. So as long as you're not like smashing your body of 2 liters of water like 20 minutes before Fajr time, that shouldn't be much of an issue. As long as it's gradual, you'll go toilet before you go to sleep, and then it won't be. You maybe get up once.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to just like stretch it out. I'm having 2 meals basically, iftar and then before I go to bed.
Okay.
11ish.
I'm doing the same thing. So I'm just having one meal in the evening and then I'm having one meal in the morning.
Yeah, it's fine. But for me, I get really hungry at that late time.
Yeah.
And I won't be hungry in the morning.
So what are you backing as your second meal? Different meal, or is it?
Yeah, it's a different one. That's the.
You're not even just continuing iftar.
Nah, because I want a meal. So whatever's left over is usually not enough for. It might be a nice snack, but it's not like a meal.
Right.
So I usually order something. Yesterday I ordered. Have you tried Appam Corner?
No.
Try them.
Never heard of it.
Good biryani. They just deliver it to you.
You had a biryani. At what time was it?
Good biryani. No, I didn't get biryani. I got their what did we get? we got tandoori chicken
Okay.
and chicken
You seem to like
fried rice.
You seem to like the food of the subcontinent, considering
I love it, mate.
considering you have such great Turkish food as well.
Yeah, but
Stick to your own food, mate.
yeah, cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I love South Asian food, man. I think we've had this conversation before,
We have.
and yeah, Turkish food is like 6 on my list.
6th?
Yeah.
No way. Go on, run me through the top 5.
It is a tough one because it changes around. But
Bro, Turkish.
but Turkish
bro,
doesn't
a bit of a
really makes
salma
the top 5.
I love a good salma beiti, bro.
So do I. But there's so much better food out there, bro. I love, bro. Put it this way.
I'm not putting Turkey as number 1, but it's not a 6. And the
Yeah.
other thing is, bro, by the way, is Dubai has a very good volume of Turkish restaurants. It's not short on Turkish food.
No, it's not. And the Turkish food is pretty good. I think London is slightly better, but it's pretty good here.
Yeah. Okay. Go on, give me the top 5 cuisines.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put South Asian in. I know it's a bit controversial, but I put South Asian as 1. As in
Top.
Yeah, I think, and I'm grouping them together as what I'm saying to you. So I'm not saying Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi.
Oh.
But I'm grouping them together. That's a bit controversial.
That is controversial.
But you know, it's a bit like me. You know, I'm gonna say
My dad would be.
I can imagine some people watching this are screaming right now.
Yeah, my dad is maybe throwing his slippers at the TV at the
but
moment.
if I was gonna separate out, Pakistani would be top.
Okay, great.
Because I do know which dishes come from where, and Pakistani is top.
Okay.
But there's a lot of overlap. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna put
fine.
them on number 1. Then it's probably
We'll allow it.
Yeah, thank you. Then it's probably Thai is second. Thai green curry.
Do you know what? My wife made Thai green curry the other day. I didn't know you liked Thai green curry. I would have sent some to your house.
She was like, okay, bro, for even thinking of that. But
But now I've thought about it post.
yeah, post curry.
Yeah.
The worst time to think about it.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know you liked. She makes a really good Thai green curry.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
So is Thai also like pad Thai and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
pad Thai, Thai green curry. Again, you're gonna get overlap now because it's like probably my third.
So basically
fourth.
Pan Asian.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Pan Asian
Yeah,
because
we're grouping today. It's fine.
yeah,
So you got South Asian, you got
if I'm
Pan
grouping,
Asian.
if I'm grouping now, Turkish might get into the top 5. But
Fine, okay.
it's me Thai, Indonesian. I really like
Okay.
I don't
Like
nasi goreng.
yeah, okay.
The Malaysians right now are saying, "Hold on, that's our dish."
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But we're gonna.
You're aggravating
I
everybody.
am. No one's liking this list.
Yeah,
No one's liking this list.
Nobody is safe from Kaya tonight.
Yeah.
You obviously woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Yes, I have. I'm on the warpath.
Right, so we have top South Asian. Second, we've got Pan
Yeah,
Asian.
it'll probably be. You know
No,
what?
you're
It'll
Thai, and
probably
then third is Indonesian.
Yes.
Okay.
Then it's Chinese, right? You know, the old
It's Pan- everything's
fish and
Asia.
chips.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Indonesian and Malaysian different to Chinese.
Okay, fine.
Yes, I'm going Chinese.
All right, so give me some Chinese examples like
I love sweet and sour.
chow mein, sweet and sour.
I like all their fried rices
Okay.
and their sweet and sours. That carries it for me.
Yeah.
And I
prawn
like-
crackers.
Chips and curry sauce.
Yeah.
No, the buns they do, they get like these bao buns and things like that.
Yeah.
Steamed
Is
buns.
bao buns Chinese?
Believe so. Could be wrong about that. I'm sure. Again, there's a lot of overlap because I think the Japanese would claim that too,
Yeah.
and the Thai would
Yeah.
they'd claim it. So
Yeah.
there's this is what I'm saying. It's lots of
Right,
overlap.
so you got South Asia number 1. Number 2, you got Thai. Number 3,
Yeah.
you got Indonesian.
Yeah.
4, you got Chinese.
Chinese.
I'm assuming Japanese is 5th.
Again, this is where it gets tough because you know what? Arabic's got to come into it, man. If I think about Yemeni food, I love a good mandi.
Alright.
Iranian food,
Yeah.
Lebanese food, Arabic food. So Lebanese and
Group
Yemeni.
it, bro. You started.
That's tough to group all that.
I've started, so I shall
Yeah.
continue.
But I'm gonna again. If I go Yemeni, Lebanese, Iranian, all 3 of them, and it pains me to say it, but they're better than Turkish food.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're better than Turkish food. So
I disagree with you on
You
that.
can see where Turkish sort of have to sort of come down a little bit.
No, I disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably it. And then after them 3 is Turkish food.
The problem with that, bro, is that I think you'll regret that.
Okay.
I think you'll regret saying that.
I'd like to
I think
see-
I think your fellow Turks in the comments
yeah.
are going to be
Oh, for
annoyed
sure,
with
I will
you.
get that. Yeah.
But also, I genuinely do disagree with it.
And it could have something to do with the fact that I've grown up on Turkish food, so maybe I'm just a little bit bored of it. But yeah, I'm a big flavor guy. It's got to be a lot of flavor, and Turkish food it relies heavily on the quality of the meat, not so much on.
That's like Arabic food, though, no?
Yeah, to an extent, but Lebanese less so. I think Yemeni is more like quality of the meat, but Lebanese I don't think it is.
Okay.
Iranian isn't.
So you've surprised me today, Kaya.
Because the Iranians and stuff, they marinate it in like yogurt and things like that.
Oh yes,
it's just like,
and that's
mate,
good.
that's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But so do the Turks. Turks love a bit of yogurt.
Yeah, but they don't marinate the meat in it usually. It's not like a.
Oh,
The Iranians, they got the saffron in there, they got yogurt in there. The Lebanese have got they use a lot more lemon and a lot more this and that. I don't even know what it is. Za'atar.
All right, let's go beverages, bro, because we started, and I know you're a beverage man.
So
you like your teas, you like juices.
Here's where Turkey makes a comeback.
Okay.
Because Turkish tea is very, very good.
Turkish is very good.
Very good. It's very refreshing.
Turkish tea or Moroccan tea, which one's better?
I've got to go Turkish on that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I like a Moroccan tea.
Fine.
But if I'm at a restaurant and I've just looked back a meal.
Yeah, I know you're getting a Moroccan.
You say that. I think I'm going Turkish, man.
Okay, fine.
Because imagine this. You walk past me in the mall. You actually walked past me in the mall yesterday.
Yes.
You probably thought when you saw me, wow, this guy's just really cool. Saw me from a distance.
I did think that.
Imagine if I was like this and I had a Turkish tea next to me like that.
Yeah, it's true.
You think, wow, I don't want to approach him.
It's the glass that makes the tea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That little hoopy thing they got going on, whatever it is, a little hourglass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't beat it.
Bro, you know what? When it comes to hot drinks, it's very difficult to create a list because you're Karak tea from. Where's Karak tea from?
The question is, it's Indian Pakistani.
Is it? It's not Arabic.
No.
Okay, so you got Karak tea. You got different types of tea in Pakistan. You got pink tea, pink chai.
You got Arabic coffee, which I love.
Coffee. You got Turkish tea, Moroccan tea.
Yeah.
They're really the big. They're
the big ones. Yeah.
They're the big five.
They are the big five.
Yeah.
You could throw in if you've really been cheeky English tea, but it's not up there.
Yeah, it's not up there at all.
Not
English
there.
tea is like a backup.
Yeah, Japanese tea.
I said to my missus,
you can't sleep on that.
I said to my missus, can you make me a Pakistani tea? And if I see on her face, she's had a long day with the kids. As a backup, I'll go, do you know what?
Just make it English.
I'll have an English tea.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, oh, I'll make you an English tea.
Yeah,
So it's a backup. It's good. It's a substitute. We're born and bred, so we're happy with it.
Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, right now we've got Lipton in the house. I used the last Lipton tea bag just now. Today.
Okay, great.
Yeah, fine. It's true. And then you got desserts, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I feel like we've stepped a little bit on Japanese tea there.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never. Oh, of course.
I've had a couple.
Chamomile.
I mean, they've got the same kinds of teas. Like, they've got all the same herbs and stuff, but just the quality is very, very good.
Now, what interested me is that when you mentioned your cuisines, you didn't bring Caribbean cuisine into it.
Wow, that's a great shout. How could I forget? Jerk chicken, man.
So
and oxtail.
In London, there was a restaurant. When me and Mrs. was living in London, there was a restaurant near our house where you have to know about it to order from it, right? And it's a WhatsApp situation.
Okay.
It was the best Caribbean food I've ever had in my life. Okay. And you have to basically WhatsApp your order, and then you go to this like location. They'll like pin your location, and then like someone meets you, someone on a moped. That's funny. Yeah, you go to like this car park. Someone on a moped meets you and hands you the bag.
All right.
And it was the first time I had done it. And bro, so I get the bag, come home, open it up, and it was the best food we've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Jerk chicken, yeah?
In general, there wasn't jerk chicken, it was...
Curry goat?
There was like... Bro, there was... I'm going to butcher it because I can't remember exactly what... There was a bit of everything in there. There was some noodles in there. There was some waffle in there. There was fried chicken, barbecue chicken. It was just amazing. Okay. So my wife actually put me onto a more diverse palate when it comes to food.
Right.
Because when she met me, I was a Nando's guy.
All right.
She actually laughs at me. She still says to me these days, like, do you remember you were just a Nando's guy? And she introduced me to sushi, which is now my all-time favorite item of food for consumption.
Yep.
And everything else, bro. She's like, she's got very diverse palate. She put me on Caribbean food. She put me on like Pan Asian.
Yep.
Pan Asian's my number one.
You like that? Yeah. Okay. So what's your favorite dish from that then?
Do you know what, bro? When in doubt, grab a pad thai.
Yeah. Fair.
And often I'm in doubt. Yeah, I grabbed a pad thai the other day from Little Bangkok.
They're great. Little Bangkok's fantastic, man.
It was my first time.
We got a Thai green curry from them.
Okay.
Blew me away. Blew me away.
Yeah, their pad thai seemed authentic.
Yeah, they're very good. It seems. I mean, I also got duck from there before. That was also very good.
I've had duck once.
Yeah.
It's just like chicken, but just way more expensive.
Nah, where'd you get it from?
So
it should taste a bit different.
I went to a restaurant with. Do you know what? I'm gonna say it.
Go on. Don't hold back now. No, don't hold back now. Go on.
All right. He's gonna murder me for this. So I went to a restaurant with Sam. Big Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, freshly grounded.
I'm back.
Sam comes down to Dubai. We meet up. We go to a restaurant. I think I had like predetermined. Sam's come down to Dubai. I'm his host. Your boy's gonna pay for the meal. Yeah.
Nice.
So I decided I'm gonna pay for the meal.
Power move.
Having a nice conversation. Blah blah. We had a decent restaurant, bro. We're in the Palm. Yeah.
Wow.
We're in Jumeirah the Palm.
Okay.
JTP. Me and Big Sam. Guy comes with the menu. Drops us the menu. I'm looking at the menu. Yeah, cool. Whatever, man. Order whatever. Sam goes ahead and takes a look at the duck. He's like, should we get some duck? I'm like, I see the price of the duck. I'm like,
not really my kind of
get the duck. But anyway, dude comes. Sam goes for like, I don't know, like if it was a whole duck or something. Yeah. So I've tasted duck and I was angry at the duck as I was eating it. And that maybe that impacted my taste. Because then when I paid for that duck, it wasn't a cheap night out. I'll tell you that much for free.
Yeah, duck isn't cheap. Although in Silicon Oasis you get cheap duck at that Asian place. Yeah. But the duck should be like crispy. Because you can kind of cook duck like lamb. Like it's not like chicken, but you can they usually crisp up the skin a lot and the fat, and it's really, really nice. So if you get good quality duck, it should be like significantly different from chicken. Yeah,
I've only had duck that one time.
Try it again. What were you saying? Teas.
Yeah, so I went to desserts actually at that point.
Okay. You want me to list my desserts?
Well, let me give you my top 5 cuisines.
Yeah, go on. Could you finish that?
So I think Pan Asia is number 1.
Fine.
Pakistani probably has to be number 2 for me. In fact, no, do you know what? Pakistani is number 1.
Okay.
The only reason I say Pan Asian is number 1 is because like Pakistani for me is the default. Make sure that's on the whole time, yeah? So it's up. It should be, it is on. Pakistani is number 1 for me actually. The reason I didn't put it as number 1 initially is because it's just the default. It's just like who I am, right? But actually I'll put Pakistani number 1. And then I'll put Pan Asian number 2. I love good Pan Asian, bro. Pad Thai. I like udon noodles. Okay. The thick ones.
There's a really good place in Motor City that does them.
Is there?
You know, it's like you've been to the Motor City like food hall, neighborhood food hall.
No.
It's really good.
Didn't know such thing existed.
Yeah, there's like 10 restaurants all in like the little building.
No.
You sit. It's like a cafe, it's like a co-working space for food.
That sounds like the dream.
It is the dream. And they've got
dude, I'm sold.
Yeah, Maru udon noodles, something like that. It's very good.
So I like Pan Asian. I'll have to. I don't want to put Japanese third. It's just sushi specifically.
Yeah, I hear it.
So I'm gonna have to say sushi third. I'm not gonna say Japanese third though.
You like katsu curry? Katsu curry?
I do like katsu curry. Yeah. I'm gonna specifically say sushi though. No, I would put sushi above Pan Asian for me. I love.
Fair.
Yeah, so I'm Pakistani sushi, Pan Asian. That's number 3. 4. You're talking.
Right, cuisine. Well, you like Caribbean apparently.
I do like Caribbean, but I like. It doesn't make the top 5 for me, but only because I don't have regularly enough. If I had it regularly enough, I probably would start craving it more.
Same, and you know,
every time I had it, it's been great.
Yeah, there's one in Dubai, at least one that I'm trying to try. So
Bro,
we should go there.
You know what? I haven't been able to find good Caribbean food in Dubai.
I've
numerous times searched for it.
There's one place I've seen good reviews for, but I haven't been.
What is it called? Do you know?
Should I try it for you?
Yeah, somebody. I was asking Baran, and he mentioned.
Let me find. I would have started in my Google Maps.
Yeah.
If I publish my Google Maps, bro,
you make it
it's basically an elite guide to Dubai's food.
Yeah, Kai basically on his Google Map app, he has like everything starred, like all the places he wants to.
So much so that the stars that now mean nothing. There's so many of them that I don't know.
Do you remove them once you've been there?
So if I go there, I don't like it, I remove it.
Yeah.
So it's quite rare, to be fair.
So we got sushi. We got pad thai. We got Pan Asian number 3. Number 4. Bro, I might go Turkish, bro.
Yeah,
I like Turkish food.
It's not.
Do you know what, bro? The thing is the rice is really different in Turkey.
Okay,
and it's really nice.
Okay. For me, I think Iranian rice is better.
No, I like Turkish rice. No. And then I think I like the amount of yogurt used in Turkey.
Fair.
Turkish dishes. I really like a salma beiti. Anytime I go to Turkish place, I get that.
For me, next time if you like yogurt dishes, try the Iskender.
Okay, I think I've had it. I just can't remember which one.
Very, very good.
So you're definitely going. And if you think about it, technically speaking, doner is Turkish.
Yeah, it is.
Doner.
It means to turn.
Right.
You know when it turns on a spit.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Doner. So I'm putting Turkish there for sure.
Fair.
5th. What are my options here?
You like a good burger, don't you? You're a burger fan.
Oh, American.
You like a burger,
American.
Don't you? Yeah, America.
I do like a burger, but I just feel like a sellout if I say that.
Yeah, but we do like a burger. Don't
We do like a good
I
burger,
had-
a good
I had
smash burger.
Yeah, I had
A good buffalo chicken burger.
bro. I had a very good Nashville burger the other day.
I love a good Nashville
Boy,
burger.
very
Where did you get it
good.
from Jailbird?
I got it from Global Village just a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Very good, man. I think it's called Hot Nash.
Bro, even that Turkish place, that Durham Turkish kebab,
Yeah.
you've let me down, bro, by not paying attention to top 5.
Look, man, it's hard, but it does get eventually pushed out. Because how can I put it above like a amazing like pad thai or Thai green curry? It's just not there. The flavors aren't there.
Disagree with you entirely.
Like being in my top 6 or 7 cuisines is not a diss.
Yeah,
It's not a diss, man.
No, Turkish is definitely 4th for me. Turkish could actually battle versus Pan Asian. Because
Okay. I can't
I
see
like
it,
Pan Asian foods, but I like very specific Pan Asian foods. Like I don't like a Thai green curry. It's too coconutty for me.
Okay, I like the coconutiness.
And then 5th is, I'm going to have to go American, bro. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. I can't deny I
not-
like a good burger.
This is a good burger.
Yeah.
And we can maybe even argue about where the origins of burger is. But
Where is the origins of
I
burger?
think it is America.
You know, when
Painful to say it.
speak of origins, bro.
Yeah.
Earlier, I was thinking to myself, you know when people say like when people say like they're giving like religious advice, and then what they're trying to say is like, look, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here. What's this a phrase that often they'll say? They say, I'm not trying to be holier than thou.
They usually say something like, it's advice to myself first and foremost, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, but I'm saying like sometimes like in jest, like someone will say like,
Okay.
or like, why are you trying to be holier than thou?
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
okay.
So I started thinking to myself, where does that statement come from? Like, what's the origins of it? Which, by the way, one of my favorite pastimes is like searching where
Idioms are
originate from. So then I was like, how funny would it be if the holier than thou it originates because because I'm so dumb now. Because you know the word thou is only really in religious texts nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So like by default, it's quite a holy word, right? Because like it doesn't really exist in us. So what if the origin is like the jest is like I'm not trying to be holier than the word thou, i.e. thou
Right,
itself is like
that's a benchmark.
yeah, it's benchmark because it's only in holy books, right?
Right.
So I was like, that would be really funny if that was the truth. So, and that's actually why we said not trying to be holier than thou. And I googled it, and it was in the Bible apparently,
Fine. Okay.
or in some rendition of it.
Yeah.
So I was wrong.
Okay. Back to
food.
Yeah. American food. To be fair, also other than burgers, brisket, like barbecue in general. You got to shout it out.
You know,
Are you a big fan of that?
I am. No.
Like slow cooked meat.
No.
Zuckerberg smoking meats.
No.
It's good food, man.
Yeah,
Hard to overlook it. Again, it's not. I don't think it beats Turkish, but it's up there.
Speaking of meats, the other day went out and whoever I was with, I can't remember where I was, but that's it. Outside the mosque, there's a restaurant, and we just quickly went there and grabbed some food after Maghrib with some of the brothers, and all 3 of the brothers that I was with ordered burgers, and 2 of them ordered a Wagyu beef burger.
Oh yeah.
Guess what? Every time somebody orders a Wagyu beef burger, I get offended.
Why?
I refuse to order a Wagyu beef burger. It's
Okay.
so funny, but it's actually not funny at all. The reason is...
It sounds really serious, actually.
It is actually really serious. The reason is because one time we did Made Halal episode with Yusuf, the chef. And it still exists on Freshly Grinders' channel. And he's like trying like 3 different priced burgers or something.
I think I saw that, yeah.
And he's like tried like a cheap burger from like it was like £1 or something.
Iceland burger.
No, it was like from like some local chicken shop.
Okay.
And then it was like a medium like burger like from one of these kind of like places that does like gourmet burgers. You know, like Steakhouse or whatever, right? And then he went for like a premium burger, and we went to Harrods. No, what's next to Harrods? That building.
Harrods?
No,
I don't know,
next to
man.
Harrods there's another one.
Harrods. What's next to Harrods?
So no, but anyway, we went there to order a burger, and it
Okay.
was a Wagyu beef burger, and it was like ridiculous price. So we got 3 burgers. We went back to the office and we tried them all. He basically said that because Wagyu is Japanese, right? Right?
Think
Can
so.
I- yeah, we can be like,
I think you can get Wagyu that's not Japanese, but I think
fine.
it originates
The
from here.
point is that he was saying that Wagyu is such a premium meat that it's offensive to put in a burger.
Yeah.
Like nobody who, if people who really know Wagyu, wherever it originates from, let's assume Japan, they would be really offended to know that you put it in a
Yeah.
burger. And when he said that, I thought, you know what, that makes sense. And I'm no longer going to eat Wagyu
Yeah.
burgers. Because he's like, it's just like, not, you don't do that to Wagyu.
Because I think the reason for that is the Wagyu is it's like the fat marbling in the steak,
I
isn't
think
it?
it like takes hours to
Yeah.
cook, and it's a very specific type of cut of meat.
Yeah.
And then you just shove it in a burger. Like,
Yeah.
it's just disrespectful.
You mince it up, innit? So it's a bit like me. It's a bit like that ice cream thing you're doing.
Oh yeah, it's kind of
The biryani,
yeah.
like, it's like someone who like takes biryani seriously, like me,
yeah.
sees that and just goes red.
You haven't had the biryani ice cream?
No, I haven't had it.
I've got
Where's it
some-
from?
I got some downstairs.
I don't know if I want it now.
Yeah.
I would say no, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's high on my priorities list.
All right, fine. Yeah. That's a very serious moment in the pod. Yeah, okay. So I don't know how we got into the conversation of food. Well, it's Ramadan. I think that's like default.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, fine. So I think we should do desserts. But,
Yeah.
so okay, let's just think about what options we have here. Let's take this very seriously.
You know what? I'm so, even with cuisine, really, I'm so unfussy. There's only certain foods on earth that I won't eat. So it's very difficult for me to on earth, bro. I'll tell you the ones I won't eat, right? Oysters.
Okay.
Have you had oysters?
Glasses are coming off.
Yeah, this gets serious now.
Okay, I have not had oysters, no.
I don't think, and
Is that just because of how it looks?
yeah, how it seems to feel,
Okay.
how it's
Slippery.
been described, and
Yeah.
also it's just like a high risk of like hospitalization.
Okay.
It's just like,
yeah.
I'm not
Valid,
seeing
yeah.
the upside here.
Yeah,
I think I'm
fine,
just going to
okay,
skip
yeah,
the oysters.
fine. But have you seen that? Like, isn't there like a YouTuber or an Instagram or someone who's like, they had set themselves a challenge like to eat as many oysters as they can in the
Yeah.
world or something like that. It's
saw one
ringing a bell.
I saw one video recently. It's like this person sat down in a restaurant and ordered 45 oysters, and the waiter was like, they thought they were joking. I thought it was like a mistake. She was like, no, I want 45. They bought like a massive thing. She's like, backing them.
more.
She's like, yeah, for me that was
So
scary.
some people really are into oysters.
Yeah. You know what's getting big these days?
What?
Have you seen the tin fish review, man?
No.
Yeah, it's getting big, and you know what? I'm about it.
Do you know what? I'm not against tin fish, by the way.
Yeah, I've had it. Growing up, I used to have.
Which tin fish?
I would usually get sardines and mackerel growing up.
Growing up, we
Yeah.
used to have sardines.
Yeah.
Genuinely, bro, the other day, literally about 2 days ago,
Mm,
I said to myself in my head,
yeah.
I'm going to tell my sister, if I go visit her in Riyadh, that I want her to make the same sardines on French bread that my mum used to make.
Oh, that sounds good.
So we used to come home from school every day at 3:00. My mum would have ready on the table some sort of, not lunch, not dinner, but an in-between before dinner.
Yeah.
And it'd be some kind of like snacky
Yeah.
dinner, snacky food. And one of the things she used to regularly put out there would be sardines on French bread.
Yeah.
Just cut French bread,
Amazing.
butter it up, put sardines on top of it, bit of cheese, chuck it in the grill, and it's like grilled, and it was just amazing. And I haven't had it since childhood, bro. So
Sounds good.
I'm a bit about it.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of mackerel because that's very salty.
Yeah.
Or is that the other one?
It depends on what they've like put it in. So
Right.
like
Salt.
I
yeah.
try. Yeah. You can get it in brine, which is like salt
Okay.
water. So that would be. I usually either get it in oil or tomato sauce.
Okay.
But basically, this tin fish review guy he's blown up on Instagram and everything, and he's reviewing like gourmet tin fish.
Okay.
He reviews every tin fish, but he's opened my eyes to the fact that gourmet ones exist. I thought it was just like bottom of the barrel fish, like the worst fish you can get. I was chucking in a can, like someone will buy it. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
This guy's like getting these Portuguese hand
tin.
filleted, hand tin. Literally, they're putting them in like in a zigzag situation.
You have my attention.
Yeah, so he's opening it up, and these fish are like beautifully placed in like a pattern, like an optical illusion of sardines, right? And he's eating them, and it's like you can see the quality of the oil is really good. Like, you know, the ones you get from Sainsbury's back in the day, the oil wasn't great. It was just like, you know, some oil they found somewhere to put it in there. These guys using like top class, like olive oil, things like that. And it just looks really good. So I want to get my hands on some quality tin fish, but he also inspired me to go and get John West sardines from the supermarket here.
Oh, so you went, yeah?
And I got it, and it didn't disappoint.
So
Very
how
good.
did you prepare it?
Ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Straight out the can.
No,
Straight
Kaya,
out.
Ismail.
Just like the good old days.
Kaya.
And you know what? It was great.
No.
I don't regret it a bit.
Oh, you make me sick.
Yeah.
You come into this
My-
studio, walking around with your
Sardines all over you.
sardine-filled body. Your fork is still at home, lying on the dining table.
Yeah, that's funny. My wife had a similar reaction to that. Like, watching me like wolf it out of the tin. But bro, that's kind of how I used to eat it when I was a kid. Like I'd get it because my mum used to stock it in the cupboards and stuff. And if I was hungry,
now I know why my mum's French bread grilled sardine sounded so good to you.
Yeah, that's cool, like a gourmet version. Because we'd have it as a snack. If you were hungry,
Kaya,
that's a good little snack to have. And
I could never do tinned fish out of the can unless it's tuna, and that's not my choice. Not ideal, but back in the gym days, you might catch me
out of
you might catch me with a tuna
with a Smith machine. It's just like just down the tuna, quick tuna can.
I was saying to the guys yesterday about gym. I was saying that because I have an obsessive personality. I said that what my goal is this year is to become obsessed with the gym again, because I think that's the only way I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Is if I become obsessed. Because when I did get in the best shape of my life, I was doing 5 days a week for 2 hours a day. Your boy had some time on his hands. I was also the most broke that I had ever been. I think the two might be connected. But bro, I was in best shape and I felt so good, bro. And what's interesting is that feeling good is so disconnected to how much money you earn.
For sure, it is 100%.
Yeah, because if I think back, what was the time in my life that I was the most, now in hindsight, I guess like happiest?
Yeah,
I was the most broke, but I was studying Islam very seriously. At that point I was studying Kitab al-Tawheed.
Okay.
And I was training 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. And so my iman was sky high. My health was sky high.
Yeah.
I was fresh in marriage. I was broke. But honestly, and then them times, because I'm looking at it in hindsight now, them times I probably was like sad because I was like, I've got no money and like struggling to like make ends meet. But actually in hindsight now, I look at those moments and I go, I look at it fondly.
This is it, man. It's too easy to get caught up in a dunya and like just chase money, chase new business, new side hustle, things like that, which, it's no secret we enjoy talking about that kind of stuff. But the other side to that is, well, how much time are you then putting into studying, reciting the Quran, reading the Quran? The more you do of one, the less you're doing of the other, right? So it's you've got to find a balance, man. And Ramadan's a great time for us to try and find that balance. So inshallah, we can find a good balance there.
Ramadan's basically like a reset button, isn't it?
I know it's cliche to say it. I feel, but it really is. It really, you just like you realize a lot about how far away we are from the sunnah when it comes to our consumption of things, in terms of food and everything. And you also, it reminds you that you do have time to actually go and do worship for an hour.
I came across a hadith the other day. I don't know if it's sahih. I should check it. But the hadith said, because there's a few different hadith that I've heard about, like not eating too much and like, for example, illnesses coming from the gut and stuff like this. Like all illnesses come from the gut or something like that. But I heard a hadith that I hadn't seen, which was the worst vessel the son of Adam can fill is his stomach.
Yeah, I don't know the authenticity of it, but I've heard of that.
I hadn't heard that hadith before. Like that, that, again, I've heard different ones about the stomach and about eating and about that have the same kind of message, but not that specific one. Yeah. And I was like, that's really interesting, isn't it? How like we have to eat, but filling it is like the worst thing we can do.
This is the thing, we have to eat,
requires discipline.
But do we have to fill it? That's the difference, right? And again, Ramadan really reminds me that we don't.
Yeah.
And I know I just said 2 meals.
Yeah, and you just said that sentence mid-burp.
Like, there's got to be some sort of message there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I remember a couple of Ramadans ago, I did get down to the point where I was having just iftar. And I had 2 or 3 days at suhoor with water. And I felt great.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Didn't just feel good.
Yeah.
Felt great.
Yeah.
And my sleep wasn't on point. It was okay. But it wasn't like I was getting mad amount of sleep. It was like standard sleep. And literally, it was a big meal. I was having a big meal at iftar because I was hungry. But then I trained my body. I say train my body. I think just untrained it, actually. Just untrained it to stop consuming so much rubbish. I didn't train it. That's just default, I think. Yeah. You only need that, bro. You have one good solid meal, lots of hydration. I was having fruits. I was having, instead of right now my meal at midnight, like I said to you, I'll just have like a couple of apples or an orange or a pear. That's what I would have then. And then a few dates to suhoor time, and that was it.
But you know what else, bro, right? My wife is big on the idea of she's always like researching more and more about food and processed food and things like this, right? And she said something to me the other day. She said that something that she came across was anything that, I don't know, in order to become disciplined with food, you basically have to remove the idea of eating things for taste. And anything that you like because of taste, most likely it's been processed and manufactured to be made like that. It's not to say that natural things don't taste good. Like honey tastes amazing, and some people like the taste of broccoli and stuff. But generally speaking, if you're eating something like, oh, I'm craving that thing, it's probably because it's been made to taste in that way that you're craving it, right? Like I just mentioned a few different types of food. Like Lahori fish, for example. Love Lahori fish. I can crave that. But why am I craving it? It's not because I crave necessarily fish. It's all the masala and stuff they put on the fish and things like this, right? So, that's what basically she was saying. But what I want to do this year is go back to, because I tasted this life for about 12 weeks and I loved it. Started traveling, fell off it. By the way, all my biomarkers improved. I got a blood test and everything was back to normal. After this 12-week or 8 to 12-week period, right? So I also know it works. Start traveling, now I'm like off it. And what I was doing in that period of time is just simply, I just was not eating anything processed. It's like if it comes from the ground or if it comes from an animal and so on and so forth, if it has less than like 5 ingredients, it's probably super fine for you. And it's just the simplest way to live when it comes to food. You have to overthink things. It's like, look at the back of the packet. If it's got like loads of ingredients and things you don't recognize, probably not good for you. If it doesn't, it's probably fine. And so a perfect example of that is like there's a lot of foods that we can eat that are like one ingredient foods. Banana. What's the ingredients of banana? Banana. Broccoli. What's the ingredient of broccoli? Broccoli. Apple. So on and so forth. Even nuts and things like this. And so I want to go back to that now because it is the right way to live life. And if you think about the price prejudice and stuff like that, were they like sitting there like combining all these different things, or I'm sure to some extent they would eat for taste. Like you got narrations of like some of the pious predecessors liking a very specific type of food, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam liking a specific cut of meat and stuff like that, and that's fine. But generally speaking, like the way we indulge now in this day and age is it's gone too far, Kaya, and I'm done.
Yeah, I'm glad you're done, mate. No, and again, even if there was like there's narrations about is it tharid, the Prophet ﷺ's favorite dish was tharid, right? Which is like,
is that the shoulder?
No, there was, so okay. There's a hadith about shoulder as well, but it's like I think the dish itself is like bread, meat, and then like I think it's like some sort of like almost like a broth on it, right? Something like that.
Fine.
So it's still like it could taste good.
It's still cooked,
but those like whole ingredients.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're good ingredients. So you can still have like a really...
You can name the ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can name the ingredients.
Exactly, that's the point of it. Like,
yeah, it's not processed.
Even if you go out to a restaurant, it's not saying don't go out to a restaurant because you don't like the taste of something. But if you go out to a restaurant and you order something, can you name, like, pretty much can you name what's on your plate?
Jerk chicken.
Yeah, right. but it's true. Like, if you order something like... so if you ordered a... something really simple, like the Turkish food, right? Like a chicken, like you ordered a chicken cubed
chicken
skewer, like chicken shish. Yeah, you know exactly what's in it, right? It's chicken cubes. If it's with rice, it's rice. Or if you ordered like a pad thai, realistically, you can't name all the ingredients that went into making the noodle, right? Because they would have had, maybe you could, like it's flour and stuff like that, but maybe there's like loads of like things thrown into it. Pad thai is a bad example, to be fair. I think there's better examples of like worse things.
Another reason I kind of like Pan Asian and Asian cuisine in general is because they do use a lot more herbs and spices, which do have, and again, there's a lot more space for like, let's put MSG or whatever else in there and like other stuff. It's true.
I don't want Madison Square Garden inside my food.
Ideally, you don't want neighborhoods in there. Yeah. Is Madison Square Garden a neighborhood? Or is
Madison Square Garden is a stadium. It's an arena. Okay, a stadium or a stadium?
Yeah, I thought it was like a square for some reason.
I think
Yeah, anyway, but you're right, it is a stadium because WWE, I remember now.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden. Everyone, like, that's like the big thing, right? MSG.
Yeah,
like.
but I always used to, you know what, in my head, whenever I used to say that, I always used to think of like some sort of like giant square and the stadium would be maybe in the square. I don't know why I ever thought
Madison Square Garden itself is named a arena, I think. Yeah, it's an arena. I don't think it's...
Well, how weird is that? That I always, since I was a kid, I envisioned some sort of like large square Don't know why.
Yeah, that is, because it got the word square in it.
Oh yeah.
I think what's interesting is that the website for Madison Square Garden is like thegarden.com, I think, or something like that. I remember seeing it once. I was like, oh, that's their social media. Regardless, like they have like The Garden, which I think is like, if you can like smash brand into that level where your name is something and then you can like called the this, and it's like such a big name. It's like Uber is being used as a verb and things like that. But like if you think about like Wasia, for example, okay, it's like Wasia. But imagine if it was like, no, that's a bad example. I'm doing such bad examples today. I need to stop talking.
No, I get the point.
Do you know what the other thing is that because I explained the point, I don't need to give an example.
I fall into that a lot as well. It's like I'll explain the point and I'll go round.
Yeah, you like re-explain the point, but you try and give other ways of explaining the point, which is actually quite patronizing.
Yeah, but it's not from that angle though.
No, it's not.
I know that it's not from that angle. What was he saying?
Hold
on. Side point.
Side
point. Growing up, I used to, again, with Madison Square Garden, I used to like have a visual in my head. So whenever someone would say that, I'd have the visual. That would happen with a lot of different words growing up. Did you ever get that? So someone would say, so for example, I'll give another example, roundabout again. In the Turkish, the word for window is pencere.
Okay.
Whenever someone would say that, I'd have a visual in my head of like a car window going up.
That's interesting. No,
it would be like a subconscious thing in my head.
I think that shows how your brain works, which I think is like unique to people, and people think in different ways. So I think there'll be people who are listening to this podcast who are like, yeah, that's exactly how I think as well. And there are other people who are like, no. And then an example of that is how Omar looks at roads, which I found really interesting. Okay. When he's like driving anywhere, in his head, he can visualize it all from bird's eye view. And I told someone that, they were like, yeah, that's exactly how I do it as well. I'm like, what? Like, I don't do that at all. He thinks about directions and places and things and ways to go somewhere as in a bird's eye view way.
That's so good. A loser. Yeah, that's so good. I couldn't even breathe. No,
that's impressive, isn't it?
I guess I never thought about it that way. I can think about it that way, but I don't think I do.
I think about it as POV.
The reason I think
looking through the windshield.
The reason I do think that way is because I look at the maps a lot. So whenever I'm going to go somewhere,
I look at maps. So I still don't look at that.
I'll check like is it this way? Is quickest way? This way? And so in my head it is kind of there. But when I'm on the road, I don't think like that way.
Yeah. So I guess my point is that like all of our brains work in different ways. So it's interesting. You associate words with imagery in your head. I don't think I do that.
But I don't do that with every word. Just certain words.
Oh, fine. So your life is just constantly
if not
stop with the stop saying words. If my brain can't handle all the images.
if it's not that what certain word, my brain's just dead. Just like completely.
No one's saying a word. Like, somebody say a word right now.
Say not one specific word.
I need to envision something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
Fine. But some words you can. Okay.
And that's kind of died off as I've got older. But when I was a kid, I remember like specific words that would happen. But now, there's some people who say like, again, if you close your eyes, can you envision a green apple in front of your eyes?
Yeah.
How vividly? Like, is it 4K or is it like kind of make it out?
No, I guess it's 4K.
You could just see a green apple in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I can.
I know I'm thinking about a green apple, but I can't just make it appear in front of my eyes right now. And if it is, it's very, very fuzzy and faint.
Wow, that's really interesting, bro.
Another thing is that apparently not everyone has what's it called? Internal dialogue. So
really?
Talking to themselves, basically. Do you talk to yourself in your mind?
To an extent. I think there's levels to it. Like, I'm not like all day long, like having a conversation. But I can, like I said, the other day I was thinking, I should tell my sister to make me sardines on French bread.
Yeah, that's you didn't say it out loud, did you?
No, I didn't say it out loud.
So you got internal dialogue, but apparently most people do not.
That's interesting.
Not only is it interesting that I don't understand that. Like, how are you thinking if you don't have that?
Yeah, is your internal dialogue in English or is it in like Turkish? Or
English, yeah.
Because mine's in English, I guess. But my sister, who's raised in the same way as all of ours, hers is in Punjabi. She's born and bred British, bro.
When she was very young, did she learn Punjabi first?
We all learned Punjabi first, yeah.
But maybe she just learned it a bit better than you, and her brain just defaults to it.
Yeah.
Because I had a few friends in school who they learned Turkish first, and they never quite adapted English 100%. Even though they started learning English when I started learning English.
You know what's really funny about people who, when you are as an Englishman, you study Arabic language and learn Arabic. Your English gets worse. Have you noticed that in people?
No, I haven't actually.
Because their letters are so different and like pronounced differently. Like there's heavy letters and stuff like that. So then, like sometimes a common thing is when somebody learns Arabic, in their English becomes a little bit broken,
Yeah, I haven't
or the
noticed.
accent changes a little bit.
Maybe the accent. What I've noticed is that maybe they struggle to explain things in English now, because Arabic's almost like you come from different angles.
Right? Yeah.
The sentence is
The sentence structure is
the
different.
sentence structure
yeah.
is different. So
Yeah.
to explain things in English, you've got to sort of flip, not just language, you've got to sort of flip your, the syntax of the way you're explaining it. Even
Maybe.
that's one thing I've noticed from like teachers who I go on YouTube. I see, and like when I see that, I know they're fluent in Arabic and stuff, but if they try and talk English, it's not quite as flowing as it would be in Arabic.
Yeah, because the structure.
Yeah.
Zachariah, he always
Backwards
adds,
letters.
No, he just even when he speaks English, any word that or most words that require an A, like I don't know, literally almost every word. Yeah, literally every word in the English alphabet.
So
He
funny.
often uses a ayn,
Oh.
and so that's an example, bro.
When he's speaking or when he's writing?
But when he's speaking,
Interesting.
yeah.
What's an example of that? Apple.
No, let's say a word that has A in the middle of it, because he doesn't do that with every word,
Car?
but you'll hear it.
Or is that not too short of a word?
Yeah, it's too short.
Monday.
No, he will say one do normally.
I could be all day, bro.
Yeah.
Give you a word that works.
Like okay, maybe like something like outside. I know outside doesn't have a A.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like got that
I hear it.
sound.
Yeah.
So he might say outside
Right. Interesting.
with a ayn, and I guess that's from his like teacher, right? Or like or like from like his Arabic lessons and stuff like that. But he does that all the time. But he even does that in Arabic when he speaks or he recites or things like that. Sometimes he says an ayn when it's not ayn. It's just like alif or it's like a hamza. He basically overuses the ayn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an ayn overuser.
Yeah, I think it's normal. As in like when you're learning it.
Yeah.
My daughter, she'll sometimes forget, because obviously learning Arabic and English at the same time, so she'll sometimes write the English from back to front.
Oh, really?
Or like
that's really funny.
Or the 3 or the 2 will be back to front, or the F is back to front.
Ah, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's normal as well. I think because sometimes my kids call me teacher, right? Which I find that funny for two reasons.
Okay.
One, because like they can't differentiate. Like if they like, it often happens when they just left school.
Right.
So like they've been saying teacher all day.
Interesting.
And then like I'm in the car and they'll be like, instead of saying like Abu, can we go petrol station? They'll be like, teacher, can we go? Abu, can we go petrol station? I'm like, oh my gosh, like how is it that bad? Like fix up.
Yeah.
But also, bro. What is the thing I find more funny is that they call their teacher teacher.
Yeah, I don't know if my daughter called them teacher, man.
Yeah, what a weird thing to call your teacher. You need to say sir, madam, miss, or Mr. this, miss that. Not teacher.
This is the nursery, yeah?
Yeah. So they call my sons call their teachers teacher.
My daughter, I'm pretty sure, called him by Miss name.
Well, yeah, that's way normal. Way more normal. I went to the AC office. It got really cold all of a sudden.
Yeah, she definitely called him Miss name.
Yeah.
Called him teacher.
You know, in my school, in high school, we used to call them sir and madam.
Really?
Yeah, not sir and miss and madam.
No, we'd say sir and Miss. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that was not normal until I realized other people don't say madam. Madam's such a weird one, isn't it? Madam.
Yeah, it's an old one.
Yeah, we used to do that.
There's some kids who used to call the teacher mum.
Yeah, but that's normal, I think.
Yeah.
I think they get confused, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't happen to me, but it did happen a couple of times. It was funny at the time.
When I was in primary school once, my mum came to pick. I have this vivid memory. My mum came to pick me up from primary school. She would, and and there was a woman, and I thought it was my mum, and she had her back turned to me, and so I ran and gave her a massive hug, and then it wasn't my mum. I was like, oh, it's so funny.
It's funny. Once I was in Midland City Centre with my daughter. This couple of years ago now, and she was like watching she was in a buggy, and I had to go make wudu, and I just gave her the phone. I said, look, I'm just there. You can see me. If you look up, you'll see make wudu. I'm not far. And she was like, okay. And then what must happen? I've gone making wudu now, and she must have looked up and not seen me, or I've blended in because I'm wearing a thobe, so I've blended in. So she's panicked and run out, and she's seen someone else in a thobe, and she's like run up to them and cuddle and like, hug them. And at this point, I've looked up.
So scared, bless her.
Yeah, I looked up at this point and seen her do that, and the guys turned around like shocked, and like we locked eyes. It was fine, but that was funny. Like she ran in the totally wrong direction, just hugged a random guy in a thobe.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, I can imagine her now being so scared though.
Yeah, she just wasn't paying attention to me. I was telling her, but like the video was playing, so she was like, I don't understand what you're saying.
How are they finding Ramadan? Obviously, the little ones, like,
Yeah,
but the older one,
enjoying it, man. Yeah, we had a build up to it. Like
are you
Ramadan's
doing?
coming.
Yeah, you like having conversations with her about Ramadan stuff.
Yeah, she wants to. The first day she kind of fasted in her way. But yeah, she's learning stuff, and the school's doing. I think the school's doing a good job of teaching things as well. She's curious. She likes the vibe of Ramadan. She likes the vibe of Eid, so she's looking forward to that as well. We're planning the Eid.
What's your plans? What's your plans?
Probably have like a little party again.
Nice.
Yeah, for the kids.
So you're staying here though?
Might do a staycation.
That'd be good.
Yeah. What about you?
Did you do staycation last time as well?
Possibly. I don't remember when it was. Possibly. Yeah.
My in-laws are coming here for Eid.
That's nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a very busy house for Eid because my father-in-law's brother. So my wife's cousin also lives here. He moved here recently.
Yeah. And
so his dad and my wife's dad are brothers.
Okay.
So he's coming. So his dad's coming as well. Okay. And now my wife's dad's coming as well. So now the two brothers are going to be here with their kids and grandchildren and stuff like that. So it's turned out to be like, it's going to be big.
Yeah.
That's the first time that's going to happen.
That's nice though, isn't it?
It'd be like me and Omar going somewhere with our kids and our grandkids, right? So it's like then them two brothers along both. They're like two peas in a pod, bro. Like, they have such a laugh together. So
nice.
It's gonna be nice, yeah. So it's gonna be massive, like it's just gonna be a massive like family thing. So we're just like sorting out arrangements and stuff for that now. So, but they do want to go on staycation.
Okay.
Yeah. So we probably will go like all of us to like one of the another emirate.
Yeah.
And maybe hire like some like big houses or whatever. Like for
I recommend Fujairah, man.
Yeah, is Fujairah near Jebel Ali?
No, Jebel Ali is the opposite direction.
Yeah, what is near Jebel Ali is called Furjan.
Furjan, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was getting confused.
Fujairah is good for a few reasons. One, the drive there is really, really nice. You go through the mountains and stuff.
Nice.
There's lots of little wadis and stuff you can stop on the way.
Nice.
You could do like water sports there, or just like canoeing or whatever. Just look at it; it's nice. And then
just look at it.
Yeah, just look at it with your eyeballs. And then and it's just the cost is just like much less.
Nice.
And it's on the coast. It's very, very beautiful. There's mountains behind you.
I'm gonna that's an option. To be fair, I have zero control over this stay here.
No.
It's all being arranged.
Make it happen.
It's all being arranged by my wife's siblings, so I just have to pay my bit, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice. So we have got some Eid plans that will be interesting this year.
That's nice, man.
But you've mentioned a few times that you've invested fairly heavily in a outdoor grill. Now,
here we go.
Now that you're doing this Eid party, now that you're doing this Eid party, are we gonna finally see Kaya at his grill in his garden?
So the Eid party is mainly for the kids. I'm not going to be there, but we may try and do one for the adults as well, where we get the grill on. I do want to do it. I've been saying for a couple of years I want to do it.
Have you even turned it on yet?
Yeah. I've done. I can still count one hand when I've used it. I've used like 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
But yeah, each time it's been a success.
Is it gasoline? Like you have to get that gas?
No gas. It's just charcoal. Just put charcoal on it. Light up. Classic, mate. Traditional Turkish.
Yeah. Well, don't try and get them back now.
Lost them a long time ago.
You've lost them in this episode. Kaya, thank you, man. It was lovely having a natter, man.
Thank you for having me.
Long time since we've had a natter on the pod.
It's been about 2 weeks.
So what are we doing, bro? Are we doing, because obviously Ramadan, are we going to do this day time again, or do you want to go back to Wednesdays? This Wednesday coming up? How do you want to do it? I want to run it. I think this timing though is good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
isn't it?
Okay. We can continue on Sundays. This Wednesday, I'm not sure. I'm not available this Wednesday.
Fine.
So it would make sense.
What do you think about Friday or Saturday?
Friday I got football. Saturday would work.
Should we Saturday? Because the thing is, if we do run over, there's no school run in the morning.
Yeah, it's Saturday. Inshallah.
So should we try next Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Deal.
Done.
If the Turks still let you
live.
Jump on, yeah. I might get some like bribe DMs like, hey, listen,
drop him.
You don't let Kaya back on the pod.
Either he puts Turkish at number 3, or is out.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. This is FG. We're going to sleep. Oh, we're at the hour mark pretty much, so it was good. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.